Today's topic, types of soil and properties of soil from the chapter 9, soil. So there are different types of soil which we found in nature, and we describe these different types on the basis of the particle size. That means the soil which is having largest particle size is considered as sandy soil. Soil with lowest particle size is called as clay soil, and the soil which is having medium particle size or intermediate size is called as loamy soil. And we can also call loamy soil as a mixture of sand and clay soil. And these soils, as they do have different particle size, so their properties are also different. So the first property is percolation rate. So percolation rate is the process of filtering liquid while passing through a filter, or in case of soil, we can say that the amount of water passed through the soil in unit time. यानी कितनी जल्दी वाटर सॉइल में से पास हो सकता है या कितना समय वाटर सॉइल से पास होने के लिए लेता है. That is called as percolation rate of the soil. And as we all know, sandy soil is having the largest particle size. Therefore, it is also having the highest percolation rate. That means it takes very less time to pass through the soil. यानी आपकी sandy soil से water को pass होने में बहुत कम समय लगता है. Therefore, it is having highest percolation rate. But because of this highest percolation rate, that means water जैसे ही आप soil पर डालेंगे, water soil में से pass हो जाएगा. Therefore, less amount of crops can be grown in sandy soil. Therefore, this soil is not good for the growth of crops because crops require continuous supply of water. But आपके इस soil में water जैसे ही आप डालते हैं वो pass हो जाता है. But if we talk about clay soil or loamy soil, which is having low percolation rate, that means it takes more time to pass through the soil. Water को ज़्यादा समय लगता है soil से pass होने में. That means कि water ज़्यादा समय तक soil में रहता है. इसीलिए आपकी जो clay soil या loamy soil होती है, this is good for the growth of crops. Now, the second property of soil is moisture in soil. So moisture in soil is the amount of water present in the soil. Again, आपकी soil में कितना water का amount रहता है उसे हम कहेंगे moisture in soil. And it's not like rainy days. If we talk about rainy days, तो आप कहेंगे कि soil में तो obviously water है, but we are not talking about rainy days. We are talking about other days. The amount of water present in soil is called its moisture. And this is the moisture which is again required by the plants, by the crops to grow. Now the third property of soil is absorption of water by soil. That means the amount of water absorbed by the soil when water is poured into the soil. And this absorption of water is also called as water holding capacity of soil. यानी आपका soil कितना water अपने अंदर absorb करके रख सकती है, कितना water hold करके रख सकती है. That is called as water absorption. And again, this water absorption is highest for clay soil. Because soil, जैसा मैंने आपको भी बताया कि ये soil क्या करती है, water को अपने में से जल्दी से pass नहीं होने देती. यानी ये water को absorb करके hold करके रखती है. So clay soil is best as it is having high water holding capacity. But sandy soil is having very less water holding capacity or having very less water absorption. Therefore, the particle size defines the different properties, and different properties of soil defines the different kind of crops which could be grown in these soil. Now, the next topic is soil and crops. As we have just discussed, kind of crops depend on the kind of soil we have, kind of particles present in that soil. So like we have just discussed, clay soil and loamy soil, they are best for the growth of crops, specifically like cereals, like wheat and gram. Along with that, clay soil rich in organic matter. And as we have just discussed, clay soil is good, having good water holding capacity, which is again required by the crops to grow. And if you talk about loamy soil, which is having high draining capacity and can again hold high amount of water, plenty of water. So this loamy soil is specifically good for growing lentils. That means your pulses as well as cotton. But there is one thing to remember, that it is not just soil, but climatic factors also define the kind of crops which could be grown in a particular region or soil. तो सिर्फ सोयल की बात ना करके क्लाइमेट भी डिपेंड करता है, क्लाइमेट पर भी डिपेंड करता है कि आपकी कौन सी क्रॉप्स कहाँ ग्रो कर सकती है. Now, the last topic of the chapter is soil erosion. This is what? The removal of land surface by water, wind, or ice. Or simply we can say the removal of uppermost, the removal of top fertile layer of the soil is called as soil erosion. यानी आपकी जो सबसे ऊपर वाली टॉप सोइल है उसका वाटर एयर की वजह से वॉशअप हो जाना, व्योर्न आउट हो जाना, दैट इज सॉइल इरोजन. एंड एज वी ऑल नो, टॉप सोइल इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द ग्रोथ ऑफ प्लांट्स. तो अगर आपकी टॉप सोइल ही खराब हो जाएगी, टॉप सोइल ही उठ जाएगी हवा के साथ या पानी के साथ बह जाएगी, तो आपके प्लांट्स भी उस सोइल में ग्रो नहीं कर सकते. एंड देयर आर डिफरेंट फैक्टर्स व्हिच लीड्स टू सॉइल इरोजन. And the first and the foremost reason is always deforestation. That means large scale cutting down of trees. Trees का बहुत बड़े level पर cut कर देना. And as we all know, roots of the trees hold the soil tightly, which prevents soil erosion. लेकिन trees को काटने से क्या होगा? Soil loose हो जाती है, and it easily washed up with water or air. Second reason is overgrazing. Overgrazing by animals. Third, floods or heavy rainfall. Again, flowing water leads to soil erosion. And again, one important reason is improper farming. That means the farmers, what they do, they grow crops in one season at a particular area and next season in different area. That means they leave the land as such. खाली छोड़ देते हैं. क्या होता है फिर वो जगह से air, water या हवा के साथ बह जाती है. So these are the reasons for soil erosion. Now, how can we prevent soil erosion? हम कैसे soil erosion को रोक सकते हैं या बच सकते हैं? So the very first reason will always be planting more and more trees. That means afforestation. तो हम जितना ज्यादा से ज्यादा trees लगाएंगे या जितने कम से कम पेड़ काटेंगे, आपकी soil की quality भी उतनी अच्छी रहेगी, आपका soil erosion भी उतना कम होगा. Second reason is overgrazing in a same patch of land should be avoided. यानी ऐसा नहीं कि overgrazing को एक ही जगह पर करते रहे animals कि वो land खराब ही हो जाए. तो patches में अगर करवाई जाए overgrazing, that should be beneficial. And third method could be terrace farming, which should be adopted in hilly areas, again to prevent floods or to prevent soil erosion. And there is one more factor, which is less use of plastics. And as we all know, plastics, wherever we throw those plastics, they don't allow crops to grow. They don't allow trees to grow. So again, that leads to soil erosion. So अगर हम इन सब चीजों को करें, हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा trees लगाएं, overgrazing से बचे, terrace farming करें, या फिर plastics का कम use करें. All of these factors could help to prevent soil erosion. Thank you.